Hi everybody, welcome. On the 14th, 15th November, we've got a new moon in Scorpio at 23 degrees. New moons are always an opportunity for a new beginning, a fresh start, a blank canvas. It would be very helpful if you could find out where in your chart this new moon falls. See if you can find 23 degrees of Scorpio in your chart. If you're not sure, you can get a free chart from my website, yourastrologysigns.com. The link will be down below. And see which house it's falling in for you, because this will show you where you've got a possibility, which life area is triggered for this new moon. Maybe it's falling in your first house, and Scorpio is the deepest sign of the zodiac. So this is a time to really go deep into yourself. First house is about you. It's an opportunity for a new you to be rebirthed, to be reborn at this time. Maybe it's in your second house. Maybe it's the birthing of some of your talents that you've kept hidden or that you haven't really explored. Maybe it's falling in your third house. And a third house new moon has everything to do with what is it you want to learn? What is it you want to study? Maybe you want to write about something. Which new networks of people would you like to connect up with? Maybe it's a new moon in your fourth house, and the fourth house has everything to do with your home. You might be moving to a new home. You might be creating a new environment where you are, renewing and tarting up the place you're in. Maybe it's in your fifth house. It's in my fifth. So this is a new creative endeavor, new creative projects. I'm hoping very soon that I'll be able to do the music and the painting again soon, when I have a place perhaps a little more stable to stay in than a few days at a time. But it's a creative energy in the fifth house. In the sixth house, you might be boosting up your physical energy, your physical health, a new beginning in your work area, a new beginning in some kind of community work, volunteering. A new moon in your seventh house, it could be a new romance, a new love, a new beginning in relationships generally. Maybe it's falling in your eighth house. And the eighth house is some new possibilities, maybe with going deeper, trusting, going deeper into a relationship, facing your fears and seeing that, hey, I can come fresh and new no matter what's happened in my past. I can renew myself. I can rebirth. I can be the phoenix that rises out of the ashes. Maybe it's falling in your ninth house. And this ninth house is, you want some new beginning in your spiritual journey, a new quest, a new adventure. Your 10th house, a new direction in your career, your work, what you want to bring to the world, what you want to share. Being out there a little more, a new beginning, stepping out, taking more of a risk. Maybe it's in your 11th house and you're going to create some new friendships, some new networking groups. Maybe it's in your 12th house and you're going to create a new connection with spirit, your subconscious. You might be looking into psychology, the workings of the mind. So that was a brief tour around the houses for those of you that can find out which house this new moon at 23 degrees of Scorpio falls. Now this moon, Scorpio energy has to do with going deeper, finding an inner strength that you didn't know you had. And many of us are going through that now. Many of us are going through real life hardships and challenges, whether it's a lockdown, whether it's the loss of a loved one, whether it's people you can't see and you really want to see them, whether it's work challenges, financial challenges. All of us, in one way or another, are facing something where we've got to dig that bit deeper and say, hey, you know, I'm hanging on here. I will survive. What's that song? I will survive. I'm not the singer at the moment, but just say to yourself, no matter what I'm being presented with, it's an opportunity for me to grow. It's an opportunity for me to learn. It's an opportunity for me to find ways to bridge the differences that I feel with certain people, certain organizations. There's a lot of turmoil going on. And if ever there was a time that we need to get closer to one another and learn how to trust one another and to see the goodness in one another, this is it. This new moon is sextile to the planets in Capricorn, the three biggies, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto. So there really is an opportunity here to create some new structure, to see some light in the depths of these tunnels that we're all sort of wandering around in. But to look for those chinks of light. When somebody reaches out to you, see if you can respond. Maybe you need to reach out to somebody else and ask for some help or offer your help. But keep reaching, keep going beyond that which would close you down, shut you down. Mars and Venus are opposite at the time of this moon energy. So it's going to be a question of balancing the masculine energy of going out there and pushing forward, and the feminine energy of receiving and welcoming and embracing. Can you find that balance within yourself? The balance between doing whatever you can to take actions as far as you know and as far as you can, and then release and let go and say, all right, I've done my bit. Now Spirit, God, whatever you believe in, it's over to you. At the time of this new moon, the terrible three are square to Venus. So this has everything to do with you. Venus in Libra, wanting peace, wanting harmony. And yet all around you, you may see discord. You may hear discordant voices and words and actions. And how can you still continue to love and to give love and to think love and to think kindly, no matter what is going on around you? Not to judge people. Not to say, oh, well, before you know the story, not to judge. And I'm reminded of a really beautiful quote here by Lao Tzu, because I think many of us are experiencing a lot of pain. There is a lot of pain and suffering on the planet right now, and the Scorpio energy often highlights that. But it also is an opportunity to go beyond wherever you've gone before. I'm certainly doing that here in New Zealand. I'm trusting. I'm meeting with people that I never thought I would meet with. I'm responding to people just in new ways, and I'm finding that people are so kind intrinsically. You've only got to say a kind word. You've only got to encourage a little bit. You've only got to say something with a kindness in your heart that you really mean. And even the hardest heart will drop its defenses. I stopped a bus today, and he wasn't supposed to stop at that bus stop. Anyway, he opened his doors and I said, are you going up the hill? He said, well, I'm not really supposed to stop here, but I'll take you anyway. And I thought, oh, how kind. because I couldn't have made it up that hill. I really couldn't. I had heavy bags and I couldn't have made it. So these little gestures of kindness, this is the opportunity of this new moon in Scorpio. Mars is now direct, so it's an opportunity to move forward with certain projects that might have been stuck. But always to remember with the Venus, so we've got Mars in Aries, which is in its rulership, and Venus in Libra, which is also in rulership. So let's find that balance. Let's include everybody. Everybody matters. Everybody who is alive on this planet Earth has something special to do, to give, to be, to express. Let's treasure one another. Let's decide that this is a new leaf, a new moon, a new leaf, a new possibility to go deeper, to trust one another in new ways that we've not done before, and to send out positive mental energy. Mercury is in Scorpio, it's opposite Uranus. We've got to come up with new ideas for connecting with one another. Not the same old ways, but new ways, creative ways. Venus in Libra, oh so wants peace. Oh so wants us to find ways that we can bring peace and harmony onto our planet. Mars in Aries says, come on, we've got to go, we've got to move, we've got to do something. We've got to be brave. So let's encourage each other to be brave. And also let's encourage one another to be gentle and kind. To me, that's the message of this new moon in Scorpio. Long message today. I didn't think I was going to go on for so long. But I want to thank so many of you who've been so generous to me with this very challenging move to New Zealand. You've really opened your hearts, your souls, especially in New Zealand and Australia and all over. And I'm doing my best every day to bring forth just a feeling of going beyond wherever my heart was today. May my heart be a little bit more open, more receptive, more caring tomorrow or this new day. May this new moon bring forth a greater depth and a greater caring of my fellow beings, my fellow family. Thank you very much for joining me. Much love from the depths and the bottom of my heart. Apotis varthi tiskaviamu. Oh gosh, I've lost my Greek in the move. It meant from the very bottom of my heart, much love. Bye for now.